Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life in the crazy life that is cryptocurrency. What is good, guys? What's going on, my XRP community? I wanted to shoot a quick video. It's pretty funny. Man, as soon as I hopped in the car this morning, got out of the gate in our development, and I put the YouTube on, and what came up was Brad Kimes, an awesome XRP community member, puts out good stuff on YouTube. Brad Kimes, follow him on YouTube. But he said something that I thought was really interesting. In the beginning of his video, he was doing a video from backstage. So he is a musician by trade. So that's what he does for a living. He made a comment in his last video about how the XRP community is on point with the information, like literally second by second, like second by second, up on what's going on in the news and bringing it to the community. It's a really awesome community, from the digital asset investor to the modern investor to Crypto Eddie in Japan to Alice Cobb and Sam I Am, to just, I could go on and on about the people. CKJ Crypto News, just a guy, I think his name is Cryptocurrency Investigative News, older guy, XRP fan as well. Just the community is just off the chain, on point, up to date information, right? And so he said that, I thought, yeah, that's right, absolutely, 100%. And so the next video I watched, immediately after I watched Brad Kimes, and he just has good stuff. I like Brad Kimes' kind of logical, common sense approach to stuff, to his research. But anyway, so right after I listened to that video from Brad Kimes, where he was backstage about to go out there and perform, I listened to the digital asset investor. And you got to remember, Brad Kimes just said about how on point and up to date XRP community is. So the next video is the digital asset investor, and he's talking about a podcast on Stitcher that someone had sent him, and he had listened to that morning. I guess that was probably yesterday morning, and it was on something that I had watched yesterday in the gym. And I thought, my goodness, is that not crazy or what? The digital asset investor is doing a video about Ice House, it was an interview on Stitcher as a podcast. It was an interview of the CEO and I guess the president of Bakkt. Great video. And I had listened to that, great podcast. I listened to that episode yesterday in the gym. And I just think how amazing it is that the community is just on it, pours and pours and pours. And a lot of times the digital asset investor, he gives credit to a lot of the stuff that he gets on Twitter. And so the community is just on it. Every second of the day, bring in the great stuff. And so I would definitely recommend to you get yourself a Stitcher or get yourself a very popular podcast app and check out Ice House. It's a podcast. And they're interviewing the president and CEO, I believe he's the president, she's the CEO. But it's episode 71. Episode 71. So definitely check that out. It's
turn right onto State Route 709.
It's definitely great stuff. Like absolutely amazing, great stuff. And I think it's interesting because it just kind of confirms that what we've all been saying, that Wall Street is coming. Like, it's not, hey, is Wall Street, man, you think Wall Street's going to be? No, they are here.
Right onto State Route 709.
And they are coming for sure. And it will definitely, it will give you goosebumps, chills, knowing that you are in the right place at the right time. And I guess one of the best ways to explain it is knowing that you own a stock in probably the guru of digital assets in XRP. And this is obviously, this is the just kind of an analogy. You own stock in the Google of digital assets. And you own this thing before it even gets listed on the New York Stock Exchange. That's how massive it is. And I just think that when you think about that, it's tremendous. You guys, if you checked out my other days, you know that, when I was using CoinMarketCap, I don't use them anymore. I use livecoinwatch.com. But I would go to the top, I would highlight the top 5, top 10. And I would say to you, listen, I'm not a financial advisor. You got to do your own homework, do your own due diligence. But just look at the top 5 and what do you feel like you can get? Top 5, top 10. What do you feel like you can get the best bang for your buck? And this, I was doing this when XRP was at 20 cents. Where do you think you can get the best bang for your buck? And it is, I'll check out information, people doing polls on their favorite cryptocurrency, and it's just a random public. And inevitably, I just saw one Crypto Eddie did, and it was a Christmas gift cryptocurrency. If you can get anything for Christmas, which Christmas gift in terms of cryptocurrency would you get? Bitcoin was 37%, Monero was, I think, 9 cents, and it was 50-something percent. 50-something percent for XRP. I mean, and this is just the crypto community, right? The biggest bang for the buck. It is so obvious that this is a once in a 2 lifetime opportunity. It is so obvious. It's scary. And I think it was Anthony Papagliano who said this, that when you're investing and it's like easy, like when you're like, oh man, it's like there's no pressure, you just boop boop, and you purchase and you invest and trade in a particular digital asset, then it's probably not the one. But when you invest in a cryptocurrency and trade and buy it, and it's nervous and you get, it's a stomach, the sick feeling in your stomach and this type of deal, then you probably know it's the right one. And that's how I've always been with XRP. And thank God for Teeka Tiwari. He was the one who kind of, was like the final, for me, the final straw. Like, yep, got to get some of this XRP. And not that I'm not in, we don't hold positions in other digital assets, we do. But this one is without question the one. You do your homework, you do your own due diligence. Again, I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a tax advisor. Do your due diligence on this. Do your own due diligence on this. And when you do your homework and you just Google XRP Ripple News and you look into it, it's going to be massive whether we like it or not. And again, I've always said that we're in this thing as a retail investor. We're not here for principles and philosophies and any of that. We're here to change the legacy of our families, and right now this is the thing. Right? So the best bang for the buck. When you do your own homework, I'm sure you'll find we're talking that this Ripple net is becoming an ecosystem that is the global ecosystem, and that is amazing. That is crazy to think about. The proof is in the partnerships, as CKJ Crypto News would say. And man, oh man, it is. When I think about it, I'm like, whoa. I hold other digital assets only because you don't know which one's going to pop first. So you got to do your due diligence. And, when Wall Street comes, obviously that top 5, top 10 is going to get, they're going to benefit from that. Obviously. So, the top 5, top 10, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, EOS, Stellar, whatever. Those kind of top 10 are probably going to benefit from it just because of that, and the news and all that other kind of stuff. even though the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ are probably going to just compete with the top two, or just offer the top two in the beginning. I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum in the beginning, until the regulation comes. Once that regulatory approval gets done, and it's that framework, because that framework is out, and everyone knows, XRP will be on there as well. And it's gonna be massive, and I don't even know how many ways to tell you. It's gonna be massive. Just think about that. Owning, if you will, stock in the Google of digital assets, and you own this before the New York Stock Exchange. Before the New York Stock Exchange can offer it to their institutional investors, you own it. I mean, that's massive. And if you see XRP like I see it, the Google of the digital assets, how many of you had a chance to take advantage of Google? I did. How many of you had a chance to take advantage of Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google? I didn't. I missed out on that. But that's where we are now. This is technology. In the end, this is the technology sectors, the technology space. Never forget it. You know, never, ever forget it. And we're early to the game. And you own it before it even hits the stock exchanges. You own it before it even hits the stock exchanges. That's crazy. That is crazy, guys. So anyway, get that Stitcher, get that Apple, get that iPod, get that podcast app, whatever it might be for you. Check out, it's called Ice House. It's called Ice House. So just search Ice House if you have Stitcher or whatever podcast app you're using. And then it's episode 71. Check it out. It will make you, I don't know, it will make you almost come to tears just knowing, you know, that we're ahead of the game. It's dream come true. So guys, like I say in all my videos, old money doesn't want you to win. Old money wants you to remain a cog in their wheel, perpetual wheel of trading your time for fiat dollars. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth that has ever been created. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, guys. The battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. Go get it, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.